froze. What is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now a play fake here on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! White, 90! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Hetling to throw. Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Jack Crawford continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Back to throw Hetling. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On play action, they'll throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Betling. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Jordan Reed's coming off of an injury-plagued season that set him back and held him to just 6 games. And Washington's definitely hoping he can get back to his 2016 Pro Bowl. That made him one of the most dangerous tight ends in the game, and in fact, when he runs routes, it's often equated to a basketball player with a great crossover move. A lot of guys just can't stick with him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
First carry for Darius Geis. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's Geis. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off. Betling to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On the ground, it's Geis. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Ryan down around the goal line. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Complete to Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Play action. It's Ryan. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll throw it here. Etling. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now Etling. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll check it down to Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off for Geis. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 93 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Red 38!
This is Geis on a handoff left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's the backup Smith. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. 52. They'll run with Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing again is Smith. Buying time to his left. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Smith. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up. Pretty good here at the 30. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to jinx him, but what a year to this point.
But you just did.
Sorry?
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? Offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
Let's go, go. Alert.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. To throw on second down is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. It's Geis on the counter. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Smith on first down. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made that time by Kevin Dodd. Here's Smith now on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Smith on third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They go play action here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Hey, gun. Front. Yellow.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And running with power here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third. And Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Geis with a carry on second down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith's still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. They'll try the air now with Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Let's go, go.
A shotgun snap for Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot in what we call...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Ryan, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, this is Geis. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll hand it down to Geis, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
The salt and pepper goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's...
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
Etling. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He's back to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Throwing now is Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Ryan to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Ryan. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for